Hey guys, Justin from Talk Android here with the Moto Z2 Play, the successor to last year's Moto Z Play. That phone surprised everybody. It had a giant battery and it went the distance. This one trades it for a smaller battery, but you still get the same design, and it actually takes cues from the Moto G5 and G5 Plus that we saw earlier this year, but this is the Moto Z2 Play, and we're going to unbox it. Right now, as of the time of this video being published, you can only buy it through Verizon, but an unlocked model will be sold online through Motorola and probably Amazon later this summer for $499. But for now, we are just going to unbox the Verizon model. So you see, and actually this box doesn't even have, oh actually it does, Verizon branding, so yep, you can see it, red box, but then the side says Verizon LTE Advanced, and let's pop this sucker open. So it pops right off, and actually if you wanted to see the back, it just says it includes the Moto Z2 Play, turbo power, charger, USB cable and guides, and that's about it. Nothing much else to see. You can just see some branding. The front here, again, Moto Z2 Play, side Verizon LTE Advanced. The back is the same thing that we saw on this one, and then you get more branding. So let's pop this open. There's nothing in there. Let's get this out of the way just for a moment. And here we have the cable. If I can just get this open real quick for you. There we go. And let's put the wrapper off to the side. And it is a USB cable. One end is USB, the other is USB-C, because of course this phone has a USB-C port. And then this is just the wall charger, so I don't have to peel anything off for you guys, but just because I will. And so we have that. That's how you charge the phone, and then here is the phone itself, the Moto Z2 Play. The sticker on the front is just pointing out some different things. You get on the side a pair of volume buttons. Actually, it's not a full rocker, meaning one piece. It's two, so you get the volume down, volume up, and then the power button. It says a 4G LTE SIM is pre-installed. Again, this is the Verizon model. You get on-screen buttons, but below you have a home button that you can actually use. You know, if you want to ditch the on-screen buttons, you can do that and integrate all gestures into the fingerprint scanner, so you get that. But I prefer using, you know, on-screen buttons. To me, it's just better. But you do have that, and, you know, you still get the auxiliary port, USB port, USB-C port, excuse me. It is a beautiful phone. It's extremely thin, if you guys can tell. I'll zoom in if you want, and you could actually see it's just how thin it actually is. Very impressive with how thin and light it is. I'll just peel off this. So if I could get it, it doesn't look like it wants to budge for whatever reason. There we go. Okay, so up top you do have a front-facing camera with a dual LED flash. So it isn't just like front-facing flash, it is dual LED flash. So you might blind yourself while taking a selfie with it, but it is a 5-megapixel camera. You should get good quality out of that. Up front also is an earpiece, of course, and the Moto logo. The speaker is also up there, so you know you can look around. You're not going to find any spot for a speaker. The only speaker you get seems to be coming out of there, unless it's magically coming from elsewhere. The left side, you don't have anything. Up top, you just get the slot for the SIM card, as well as a little microphone. Around the back, we have the 12-megapixel camera with dual LED flash. It's not busy at all, and it's not glass. Remember in the past with the Moto Z2, with the Moto Z, Moto Z Play, and the Moto Z Force, the backs were glass. They've traded it for aluminum. You know, you get a nice metal finish. That's because it's more durable. If you drop it, you're not going to have a shattered phone. So they took this basically from the Moto G5 Plus, and actually, if you look at the back, I don't have one with me, but if I did, I'd show you, and you would see that both the Moto G5 Plus and the Moto Z2 Play look pretty similar. You also do get these pins, pogo pins on the back for Moto Mod support. They announced a few new ones. Here's the Moto Mod Turbo Power Pack extends your battery life, and then the JBL Sound Boost 2, so the successor to last year's JBL Sound Boost. Also going on with this phone is a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display. It's full HD, so 920 by 1080 resolution. Again, 5.5 inches, Super AMOLED, not just AMOLED, so that's a plus. Inside is Qualcomm's Snapdragon 626 processor with 3 or 4 gigabytes of RAM, depending upon your market. The Snapdragon 600 series is wildly efficient, so you should not have any problems with battery life. Everything should be smoothly. And the reason I say battery life is because remember last year, I believe the Moto Z2, the Moto Z Play had somewhere around, 3,400 mAh for battery capacity. This one is just 3,000 mAh for the battery. But there were changes made to remain efficient, and Lenovo says you should still get the same quality of battery life. And I'll just turn the phone on so you can see for yourself what the boot animation looks like. And also this phone does have Android 7.1 Nougat, so you get the absolute latest version of Android. Just not sure how quick Lenovo will be to get Android O onto this phone. It could be a wait, but it might not be because the unlocked models, got it in a reasonable time frame, speaking about Nougat. And then, Android O might not be that far off. But again, this is the Moto Z2 Play. Here you go, name if you wanted to see it with it. Moto Z2 Play. We will have more on this phone, including a full video review from Kent, so be sure to subscribe and get notifications for all of our latest videos.